Hello, I'm Elena of PopThePimple.com and welcome to 28 days of clear skin. Today is day 19. Yesterday we talked about chemical exfoliation and the importance of keeping pores open. But open pores are great for receiving moisture. So today is all about how to moisturize. And you probably think like, dude, like you just put a cream on your face. No, it's actually not that simple. This took forever for me to actually learn and to implement into my skincare routine, but once I did, oh my god, did it ever change my skin. Because properly moisturizing is just, why moisturize? How does our skin actually survive? Well, the lower layers of the skin in the dermis contain blood vessels, and the blood supply is kind of like the moisturizer for the skin. It gives the skin oxygen and nutrients, and in the dermis is where you have sebaceous glands that excrete sebum that moisturizes your skin. So water goes from the deeper layers of the dermis and it actually evaporates through the surface layer, the epidermis, and just goes out there into the atmosphere. So we're walking around constantly evaporating water. The reason why a moisturizer even exists is to protect your skin from transepidermal water loss, or also known as TEWL, TUL. A moisturizer isn't actually there to put water back into your skin. It's actually there to protect your skin from evaporating moisture. So it keeps the moisture from evaporating. That's what a moisturizer does. How can you help your skin retain water better right where you need it? This is where my moisturization technique comes in. It's really important that you not only drink a lot of water and eat healthy fats and, nourish your body from the inside so that your skin can benefit from that, but it's also important to protect your skin on the outside because it's constantly assaulted by the elements, right? And since, you cleanse your face because we live in a polluted world where cleansing is important, especially if you have acne-prone skin, you need to help your skin retain the moisture better. If you're washing off your sebum, then you have to put some moisture back into your skin. And the way to do that is to literally add water to the surface of your skin. That's the first step. When your skin is dry, it is lacking most likely sebum. You aren't producing enough sebum to help keep the water in. So that means lack of sebum means the water's just evaporating and there's nothing to hold it in, right? So you need a moisturizer in that case. So dehydrated skin can be both flaky and oily, and that means that it's actually lacking water. And if you use a cream on top of dehydrated skin, you might actually be keeping moisture out of your skin because it doesn't have water in the skin. That's what it's lacking, but has sebum on top, and plus you're adding more oil. Even if the skin tried to get water from the environment, like if you live in a humid place, it couldn't because it would have a layer protecting it from the outside. The first step to moisturizing is very simple, is you add water back into your skin. I recommend any kind of thermal spray, hydrating spray, rose water. God damn, make sure that you do not use any astringent ingredients in any of your sprays like witch hazel or alcohol, because that's going to dry out your skin and take the water out, and whatever sebum or protective layer that you had on your skin, alcohol and the witch hazel is going to dry that stuff out. Start with water. Number 1, never apply moisture to dry skin, even if your skin is dry, not dehydrated. The only reason your skin is dry to begin with is because you're lacking sebum. When you're lacking sebum, it means the water has already evaporated. So what do? You add the moisture back. And people will tell you the dry skin doesn't need water, it needs oil. Step 2, you just sprayed your face with water, right? You're dripping wet, ideally. I love it when my face is damp before I apply moisture. Like, I spray my water generously. You can spray whatever you want as long as it's water. The next ingredient that you need to add is a humectant. And humectant ingredients are ingredients that help you retain the actual moisture. Some humectant ingredients can actually absorb 1,000 times more water. Humectants help keep the moisture on your skin. They help it just stay here instead of going there. Humectants work in an interesting way though. If you are in a humid climate, humectants will actually draw moisture from the environment and help keep it at your skin. But if you're in a dry environment and you're using a humectant, it will actually draw moisture from deeper levels of your skin to the surface. Humectants alone can work in a humid climate. And humectants are ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, aloe, even honey, and glycolic acid also works as a humectant to help retain moisture at the surface of your skin. But like I said, the skin evaporates the moisture. So even if you started with water and then a humectant, the moisture can still evaporate from your skin. You're keeping it here, but it can still go away, especially if you're in a dry climate. But there's a solution, an emollient. So this is actually the step where you use a moisturizer, because now this product will seal in that moisture that you've already applied, this layers and layers of gorgeous moisture. An emollient will help the moisture stay on your skin and stop it from evaporating and getting dry. And that is the magic of moisturizing properly, because what ends up happening is you give your skin the moisture back, then you give it some ingredients that help retain that moisture and really keep it at the surface of the skin. And then if you're in a dry climate especially, you add like a drop. You don't even need a lot. I use a tiny drop of this over top just to seal in moisture. And even in the dead of winter in Canada, I have not experienced flaky skin. Can you just hear that for a second? I haven't changed my moisturization routine since summer. So I use the same routine throughout the year and my skin is hydrated. I think this is incredible, and I think this speaks to the process, because this is the correct process by which you actually moisturize. So I hope that now you understand that when you are applying just any cream to dry skin, if your skin is dry, then there's just no moisture in the skin to begin with, right? Now you're putting a protective emollient on your skin that will stop water from evaporating, but the water has already evaporated because your skin is now dry. And if you have dehydrated skin that's, both flaky and oily, and you put a cream on top, you are actually keeping the moisture out, because your skin doesn't have any moisture to begin with, and now it can't even draw moisture from the environment because you just put an emollient on top. This is like a really important balance to get right in order to have like super vibrant, resilient, and healthy skin that you are protecting from the elements. So those days when you've tried various moisturizers and you're like, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't do anything for my skin. That's because you're using it wrong. And that's what it comes down to, is that most people don't even know how to use a moisturizer. So if you're just putting a cream on top of dry skin, dry or dehydrated skin, you are not helping. And putting an oil on top of dry or dehydrated skin, again, is not helping. Now, in the case of just dry skin versus dehydrated skin, I think it is okay to maybe skip the humectant step and just do water and an emollient, because then the emollient should keep the water inside the skin and that should be hydrating enough. But I just love humectants because they add an extra punch, and it's like a cushion on top of your skin, protecting your skin and keeping it super, super luscious. And I prefer luscious and irresistible skin. And I know it seems crazy. 3 steps to just moisturize? Well, if you want to actually moisturize, yes, there are certain product qualifications and ingredients that you must look for in order to actually hydrate your skin like in a smart way. And 3 products is nothing. This This routine takes no time at all because you have to act quickly. While your face is wet, you're applying the serum. While the serum is still wet, mixed with the water, you're applying the emollient to seal everything in. And then you're done. It's quick. Yes, it's 3 steps versus just putting a cream on your dry skin. But the Koreans, they have like a 15-step system. So 3 steps is nothing. Just so you know, there's a proper way to layer moisturizers, and you start with the water soluble stuff and you end with the more like heavier, maybe oil based stuff. But as an acne prone person, I do not recommend that you start with oils. Start with something really simple and try to be oil free for a while. Yes, there are proponents of using oils to moisturize, but frankly, I've tried it. And I mean, I really tried it. It wasn't like I did it for 3 days and came to a conclusion. I did the oil method for months. And then I tried the water, I did my research, and I do not believe that oils are actually the best way to retain moisture in your skin. They do feel amazing, they are emollient, and they would seal in the moisture had you started with, say, water and a humectant. But you only need the tiniest amount. A little extra info: if you are experiencing dehydrated skin where your skin is both flaky and oily, the flakes can actually make it a little more difficult for your product to penetrate. So to improve the way your skin retains moisture, try to exfoliate beforehand, whether it's chemically or manually, whether it's with a scrub or like a chemical exfoliant. Try to exfoliate before you moisturize, because so if your skin is covered by a thick layer of dead skin cells, you need to exfoliate, otherwise product just will not penetrate and you are just basically slathering on product that isn't doing anything for you. So instead of wasting product, just exfoliate and then moisturize the way I mentioned that you should moisturize. This is probably my best kept secret that I don't keep a secret. I think that everybody should know this because this is like basic skincare. Moisturizing 101, you know? Like everybody should know how to moisturize properly. So I hope this video made absolute sense to you, and I hope that you understand that there's a method to moisturization madness, and that in order to actually get a result from your moisturizer, you need to apply it properly. And that just means you layer a few different ingredient types, starting with water, then a humectant, and then an emollient to get like the best possible skin. Yeah, so a traditional moisturizer is there to slow down the water evaporating from your skin. But if you do it in the way that I mentioned, you're actually putting water back into your skin and keeping it there and keeping it from evaporating. Is that cool? I am totally willing to accept packages of 72% dark chocolate without soy lecithin as payment for this amazing hack that I just presented to you. And tomorrow we're going to discuss probably the most important acne mineral that a lot of us, especially as acne sufferers, are deficient in. So stay tuned. And if you don't want to miss a single one of these videos, go to popthepimple.com and sign up to get every single one of them in your inbox. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.